You're listening to the Here for the Clout podcast. Here are your hosts, Sherilyn Dale and Cece Suarez. Yeah, baby.
Hello, Clout Queens, Kings, and in-betweens. Welcome back to the Here for the Clout podcast. I am one of your super feral mommy hosts, Chelsea Suarez, and this diabolical dingleberry is your other host, Sherilyn Dale.
I don't like dingleberry.
Yeah, they're getting less and less cute. But, you know.
Chelsea hates me is basically what each name is.
That's what I've heard. That's what Reddit told me, is that I hate you. Yeah. But we do have a few comment call-outs. Listen, we got this. We got comment call-outs. We got update corner. We got stuff that grinds our butt cheeks. Oh, and also, listen, girl, I drive the golf cart by myself one time, and now I'm just ready to burn this podcast to the ground. If one more person comments and says, there needs to be, girl, someone was going off the rails.
About the timestamp?
Because there wasn't timestamps. And I commented and I was like, there's literally timestamps in the description box. But I guess it didn't auto-populate it in the what's that called? The play bar thing? The scrub bar. And I was like, what the so then I started freaking out. I was like, oh my God, did I do it? And I looked and I was like, yeah, I did. I know I did. I did it this morning. Yeah.
Sienna was upset. If anyone gets more upset than me about comments, it's Sienna.
I cannot. I'm just fighting for my life in the comments over there. Anyways.
I'm sorry. I would have been somewhat there. I just...
No, don't do it. You had a lot going on. But let's roll right on into comment corner, shall we? That's not what it's called. Comment call out. And then we'll take a left at update corner. Because boy, oh boy, do I have an update for you guys.
Oh my God, I can't wait. I don't know what it is, so I cannot wait. Oh.
I'm so excited.
Is it about Linda or Lisa? Not Linda.
Who? Who's Lisa?
Lisa.
Oh, girl, no, I haven't even thought about her in a minute.
I heard she got arrested by the feds. That's not funny, Sherilyn. Sorry, you guys know I'm loopy.
Wait,
I'm
no,
going
not
on
for real. For real?
I think so, yeah. I also could be making that up, but I'm pretty sure I heard that the feds got her. And that's not funny.
No, it's hilarious, actually. No, you're right. It's not funny. It's just comedic genius.
We should check on her. Kate, maybe let me check on her. Oh, I just got it.
Did she just text you?
No, I'm getting Labubus. I knew you were going to act this way. I knew you were going to reply this way. Keep going. Let's just grace past it.
It's just so hard because James is like an official spokesperson for the Labubu Nation, apparently. And then Robert loves them too. And did you watch their video of...
I haven't seen anybody's videos in like a week because it's been insane.
Yeah.
But I have it saved and I cannot wait. But you know who did? Oriana. And she says, oh, Robert, da-da-da. She had no idea that's who we went to go see. And then I was like, that's our friend. And she's like, that's who you went to see, Mom? He turned himself into a labubu. I was like, I love you so much. So our Queen Choo Choo is a Welsh twin stan, and I love that for her. I love when my kids love people that we know. Like Haley loves Kathleen and Jessie.
Yeah.
Loves them. So that's she has Kathleen Lights' palette, it's so cute. So I love this, full circle moment for them where they get the kind of what is it? The Kevin Bacon of it all, the 6th degree of separation in their lives are coming full circle.
Yeah.
In YouTube. Yeah, sorry guys. Anyways,
in Labubu.
How did we get there? Oh yeah, Labubu. I'm sorry.
Because your Labubu hookup is texting you. Like it's fucking heroin.
I got scammed already. So now I'm really on. Yeah, I've been scammed 2 times, you guys, in the past 2 weeks. And I think it's because I'm overtired and I'm not thinking things through. I got scammed out of Folk Fest tickets. I'm on it right now. I'm in it right now with this fake site, and I've been threatened. I'm like, you don't want me to take this to the. I've never done that, and I'm this close. If you do not refund me my money, it's bad. It is bad. But I'm gonna expose them pretty soon if they don't freaking listen to me. I'm over it.
Yeah, you tell him, girl. You tell him, Edna.
It's so bad. It is so bad. And they tried to put me on a reoccurring subscription.
Girl, QVC did that to me. And I was like, I bought those inflatable Christmas ornament, like lawn things once. You're not shipping them to me every month. QVC, what you doing?
And I'm like, with the concert, what the hell you're talking about? PayPal's the one who noticed it because I called them and I was like, these people are
me
scam
too.
artists.
PayPal noticed it for me. Good old PayPal. And then I'm pretty sure I had them stop it. I don't remember.
We're in the midst of it. I called so this was the problem. I called too soon. I noticed right away because I called my girlfriend and I was like, why the hell are Folk Fest tickets so much now? Like, I mean, good for them if that's what they're making, but it didn't make sense. Like, once the transaction went through, I was like, wait a minute, this doesn't make sense. And she's like, babe, that's not what the tickets are. That's like 4 times what the tickets are. I was like, what? Went back on. They made the site look like it was the Folk Fest site. And she's like, you didn't read the small print. We make it very clear that we're second party. I'm like, no, you fucking don't, because you wouldn't have had to make it look like you were the fake site. How are you sleeping at night? She hung up on me.
I mean, they're sleeping very well at night, apparently, because they're in like Egyptian cotton sheets, thanks to the $5 billion you gave them. But I would like to give a very special, we'll circle back to this, I promise, because everyone in my family is falling for AI and it's really embarrassing. But I want to give a shout out to Art in Courts. And they commented and said, I did it, Clout Queens. I defended my dissertation and earned my PhD yesterday.
I saw that.
So we are so proud of you and love you so much. And then Home at Oahu said, this video did not feel like 1.5 hours. I never heard of this lady, but this was very entertaining. And I gotta say, last episode is probably one of my favorites we've ever done.
Okay, I know that it also was for me because I remember that feeling when we ended, but who did we talk about? When did we talk about it?
You know what? I wouldn't have it any other way. We talked about Craig Bryan.
Right. Craig Bryan. And she met, so, okay, that's the update, isn't it? I knew it.
Okay.
Well, I didn't.
Hold on.
I know it now. Okay.
I'll get back to you. And then Eliza Ham, who's been one of my moderators on my channel forever, said, Santa's semen. Boy, does that give an entirely different perspective to I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. There must be an extra verse lost in the nether. Yeah.
You know what? There is. Let's get somebody to, do we have any writers in the comments? Let's get that.
No, don't do it. Don't do it, because then our email inbox will be flooded again, because dear God, we asked, do you know how many emails I had to go through that are from graphic designers? I'm still getting them.
Oh, perfect. Oh, I love it.
Do we have any other profession? Why is it just graphic designers?
Because we specifically asked for that, babe.
I know. I'm scared.
Okay. No, but listen, hear me out. This is the goal. We are going to write that next verse and we are going to make like a full production music video for Christmas, like in the Mean Girl costumes, singing Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, but with that verse.
Okay, but if we did that, I already love you so much, but I would be so happy because Danny Gonzalez does like that.
Yeah.
You don't understand.
Yeah, let's do
Actually, you do understand because you're on the same page and it was your idea. I want to do it so bad. Perfect.
Okay, so that's the next goal. So do we have any production teams in the... No, we got like Jay is an insane videographer. Jay is very good. Like I feel like he could put something.
I have
really
one.
Good together for
I have
us.
a videographer person here in Tampa who follows us, and she's awesome. And if we ever do get, when Netflix comes a knocking, I told her, I was like, girl, you better put me in an armchair and blur that background.
You better work. Yeah. I love it. Yes,
so Mistakenly Midwest, which actually gets
we have a
us
lot. I love this.
to the next thing, says, Eddie, get him. Had me on the floor. Not poor Brent getting a cease and desist from Eddie Murphy because of the AI that he believed. Now that gets me into the AI of it all. So
Okay.
my mother has been, well, really me and my brother have been making fun of my dad and texting my mom in a separate family group text. Now we have about 10 family group chats going, including the one that I'm not even in. And it's just some poor random soul that my dad keeps adding to the group chat.
Oh, yeah. What's that one? I love that one.
He got invited to Thanksgiving last year, and he texted back last year and was like, yeah, I've been wondering how y'all are doing. I hope you're doing good.
And we still don't know who it is.
No, we have no idea. And they have an 813 area code. So like they're in Tampa, we assume. I don't know. I told Carly, I was like, you need like for the TikToks, we got to do it. But yeah, so me and my brother have been texting my mom screenshots of my dad posting pictures to Facebook of like he reposted this article of Aaron Judge from the Yankees holding a baby, and there's 3 pictures of him holding like a different baby, and it's a fake news article about him saving a baby from a landfill. And I'm like, Rammy, that's not real. And we were FaceTiming, and he was like, I was like, I really need you to just stop spreading AI fake news. And he's like, what are you talking about? No, I didn't. I was like, Rammy, that was not real. And he goes, well, how do you know? And I was like, probably because Aaron Judge wasn't in a landfill. And
and the baby had 9 fingers.
Exactly. And I'm like, Dad, he's like, well, how could you tell it was AI? And I was like, how the f do I tell him this? I was like, because I'm literally highly trained on how to, because all of us are, anyone who's online is highly trained in how to tell if it's AI. Well,
yeah.
AI blindness is spreading like a goddamn virus through the Cohn family, including in-laws now. So it's not just my dad, it's also my mom. She sent me this floaty. I sent it in the Here for the Clout group chat. And
oh, is this the one that Brent almost bought?
Yes. The one with the fucking trampolines and the coolers and the like booth in it.
Brent clicked the link too. I'm like, you have to change all your passwords now.
So she sent it to me because I had sent her one from, what's it called? Fun Boy. And it was like a floating cabana type thing. And that one's real. Yeah. Like, I know that company. It's real. Like, I've been wanting to get sponsored by them for forever. And so I had sent her that one. And then she sends me this floating city. And I said, Linda, that's AI. Floating. And she said, am I spending too much time with Dad? It's rubbing off. And I said, yes. Seriously, before you guys buy anything from the internet, please just consult either me or Julian. And she said, still cool. And I said, cool and not real.
You know what, Linda? It is still really cool. I want that floating bar so bad. I'm like, hey, so make it. You know what I mean? Like now you know, like whoever's putting this out there, you've got interest. Well, no, because you know what? They're probably just making money right now.
Yeah, they're just scamming people.
Buying it. Oh, that's terrible.
Okay, well, it gets worse because they now got Tony.
Tony?
Yep. And you will not believe what it is. I just sent the screenshot of the conversation, but I'm about to send the link to you as well so we can see it in all its glory. Are you ready to watch this?
I just read his comment. Okay, wait.
Do you want to secure your dog in a fishbowl? The caption is, would you let your dog explore the ocean? And I replied to it and I said, Tony, that's AI. And he said, no, it's real. Let it be.
Let it be.
And I just responded, that's insane. And he just did a laughing face.
Kate, with the
fucking shark. And then the dog starts barking at the shark.
And the octopus. They managed to get both of those.
I didn't get that far.
On the bottom of the ocean floor, the octopus is trying to get in. And a turtle.
A turtle, yeah.
All of them were coming to visit. Kate, it looks like the dog's coming out of the thing. Tony. That concerns me. That actually concerns me.
It's literally just because it's, like, if it's stuff that, like, doesn't interest him, then he's like, okay, that's AI. But if it's a dog going into the ocean, then he's
like, Wiggum wants to do this.
He wants it to be real so bad that he will just be blind to it.
Let it be.
No, it's please
That was
let
like
it
my
be.
favorite.
Just
Let it be.
don't ruin this for me. Okay, so let's get into our update corner now.
Okay.
And don't worry, there will be timestamps. I need y'all to stop bullying me.
Well, to be fair, they didn't know it was you. I feel like we both get the brunt for those types of things.
I mean, we're just so busy.
Literally.
All right, let's go into, oh my God, Elizabeth in back.
No, don't say the name.
I'll say it 3 times and she'll pop in here and I'll karate chop her in the goddamn throat for being a dumb bitch. Chelsea, calm down.
Chelsea, calm
What are you doing? Okay, so we posted, or no, actually on our, that's where it was. It was in my messages that I messaged her.
Yes.
Oh, she blocked us. So
I have it. Do you need the message?
no, I have it because there's an updated one, and I said, "Hi, Allison. I am covering your situation on my podcast, and I just wanted to check in and see if there has been any update with Brian." And 3 days later, she responded and said he is sending people to my home and threatening to sue me. His fans have harassed my elderly parents.
Oh.
And I replied later and said, interesting, we're sorry to hear that. Which she didn't like. And I had already posted the like recap TikTok of that whole situation. And she said, no, you aren't. Most of the people trying to profit off of me being stalked and harassed do not care at all. And I replied, okay, wish you the best. So she also commented on our...
Why does it always come to It's like, first of all, and I know Jesse and Lily even talked about this too, like when Rug Lady was just like, oh, trying to make so much money off of my name. And it's like, babe, stop it. Like,
if people were actually interested in you,
yes,
they would go to you, but they're not. Yeah. They want to hear us
it's
retell.
The topic. Yeah, it's the topic of one thing that's happened.
Yeah.
And if she is like experiencing harassment and like especially her parents, that's not fucking cool. Like that's sincerely like that's not right. That's not cool. That's fucked up of him to do, especially because he is like a content creator and should know better. But like to like you lose me at the anyone trying to like make a buck off of me, and it's like, babe, like you did this, like you put this out there repeatedly. You went to LinkedIn, you went to everywhere, and it just didn't go the way that you wanted it to. And then you called out the guy.
Going to LinkedIn is wild.
That is wild.
That's crazy. That's like going to Yelp. Well, actually, no, I guess that's more understandable.
Yeah.
Wild. So it looks like she deleted, or no, I guess I just can't see her comments. Anyway, so she commented on our video. I don't know where I put the screenshot or if I did take a screenshot, but she commented on our video saying like, you ladies are so wonderful. This man is...
At first I was like, aw, like she liked that we covered the video.
No, not at all.
No, she didn't.
No,
hold on. Am I blocked people? Maybe I'm
you
not
probably
yet.
are too. Some other person was like, why are you defending a man who has caused this girl's family to be harassed? And it's like, that's not what has happened.
No.
It's just so crazy because like he hasn't talked about it publicly. So how, and I know there can be like Discord servers and like chat rooms and stuff where you can like do brigading or incite brigading, but it's like,
he's moved on. He's done like 10 videos since then.
It just seems like it's truly her first time on the internet. And
to be fair, I guess we haven't seen any of the new videos. So like maybe, like in ours, like we'll address something, like maybe he addressed something in it. And then, so I guess like, I don't know if it's ever been, but it's never been like specifically like, go get him, I didn't want to do with the ticket people.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Did you just say like you're going to do with the ticket people?
Like I want to do with the ticket. Yeah, I want to make a standalone video and I want to be like, this is fucked up. It is.
Do it.
I'm just going to scam people.
Yeah,
I'm mad.
That's what it's just so funny that you're so like shocked when it's like, girl, that's the type of content we make, right? Like I know. How are you still surprised that people scam?
I don't know.
You're so wholesome. I love you so much.
I hate it so much. It's like just I don't know. Go get a labubu and calm down.
Oh my God. You're going to get scammed on that too. You know what else?
I already did. It's fine.
Not you with your lafufus.
I know, I got a lafufu and now I got to get the labubu.
That's crazy. You know what else you're going to hate though? Leanna
What?
Perry. And that is who we're talking about today because I saw it everywhere.
Is this the girl from the airplane?
This is the girl from the airplane.
I
haven't seen anyone really talk about it on YouTube.
I want to fight her.
Oh God, taking the glasses.
I am telling you, if I was beside her on that plane, like that woman that she was grabbing the hair, there is somebody deep down that has been stifled for so many years in me.
All it took was a fake labubu to get her out.
I will come out.
Yeah.
If I were to ever see somebody do that to somebody, oh my gosh, she would come out. Sherry from the block, she would come out real quick.
Yeah, I think if that was to happen to somebody, the best two people to have next to you would be me and Tony.
Yeah, probably because you'd become. I wouldn't have spider monkeyed on her.
Well, so
and
Tony would be more tactical and doing what he knows he can do legally.
Yeah.
And that would put me more in check, but then I'd be good backup. And also I'd get it all on recording.
I would be horrible for
And
her.
then also I feel I'd be good at
off
comforting the person who's being victimized and making them feel seen and you're okay. I got snacks, cuddle, what do you need?
You would be them.
Meanwhile, Tony has this in a headlock.
Yeah.
She going night.
That's very true.
Night.
You guys would need to be the ones there. Oh, I don't know if I can handle this. Okay.
Okay, so the way our researcher Kelly always put, we send her things and we're like, girl, we got to talk about this. When we always want to know, who are they, where they're from, their social media stats, all that. Under social media, it says TikTok deleted. I love it. So Leanna Perry is 32 years old, which is wild that she looked like she was older than us, I guess. I don't know. Then again, I see us as we're just two young moms. And it's Chelsea, y'all are in your 30s. You're not young moms.
Well, and I'm going to be in my 40s next year. So you're young, much younger than me too. So.
No, but I'm not.
But yes, you are a young mom.
No, because we're both literally 23.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. 32 years old in New York. Oh my God. I can't even believe this.
Artist. Oh my gosh. But realistically, she has worked with and collaborated with major brands such as Maybelline, Betsy Johnson, MAC Cosmetics, Loft, Steve Madden, Nicole Miller, Adidas, and Milk Makeup. So those are huge companies. That resume, that portfolio is pretty great. However, the spacing between her knees makes me uncomfortable. Or maybe it's just the way she stands. I don't know. I'm scared. So Instagram also deleted, as her TikTok has been. Her Twitter privated. She had 408 followers on there. Facebook, she has 1,000, almost 2,000 friends. And that's her private account, not a work-related one. I need y'all to let me know how many friends you have on your personal Facebooks. I have less than 100. I think I have less than 200 because I just added people for my high school reunion that I'm planning for some reason because I volunteered. Who am I kidding? But I regret it. But why y'all got so many friends on? I don't.
I think for me, I usually get roped in because Big Eye makes friends with everybody, literally everybody. We'll know half of a resort on a vacation, and then all of a sudden you just get 1,000 friend requests when you get home, and I'm like
Instagram, sure, but not my private Facebook account. That's inappropriate.
The Facebook, yeah. I should go through there. I'll be one of the ones that's I'm going through. If we haven't talked in 10 months, you're not gonna make. I always used to die at those ones. I'm like. Okay, carry on.
Girl, I will delete and block my aunt. I did do that. She's the evil twin. Okay, so where was I? I flipped my legs over and got scared and distracted. Oh, girl, not her putting it. Vimeo, 5 followers. Girl, I can't. Her Visco account. All right, so She's, an alternative artist, it seems. Love that for her. Now let's get into the incident that I've seen. Like, I've seen so many clips of, but I haven't, like, I guess it's good that people aren't talking about it because we want to talk about it, but, like, really, my question is just why haven't Jesse and Lily talked about it? Watch, that's going to be their episode today. Yeah. We've had that happen a few times where their Monday episode is what our Tuesday episode is about and vice versa. And I'm like, God damn it, guys, we need to.
We do need like a little group meeting, like a little, just share our schedules.
Totally. So the incident, Leanna Perry got wasted and physically and verbally attacked a fellow passenger on a Southwest Airlines flight before the flight took off from LaGuardia Airport. She grabbed the woman. Oh, before it took off. Okay, at least it was that. She grabbed the woman by the hair, spit on her, and insulted the woman, calling her fat and saying that she couldn't even see her stomach. Passengers and crew jumped in to help. Leanna unloaded a mouthful of insults, hate speech, and more. Shall we play a reel?
Oh, it's so awful. Like, I can't rewatch when she continuously spits in her face.
Girl, the top
but yes,
comment.
We do need to play it so that everybody can see, like, and understand that because it's fucking ridiculous.
The top comment being that Ed Hardy hat told me all I need to know about her.
12,000% right there.
Yeah.
That's wild.
No, this is where her asshole is. Do not touch her. Look at her. Shut up. Don't touch me. Step back. Let go. Não encosta nela. Tira a mão. Let go for him. She's gonna do that. Let go, miss. Let go for him. Tira a mão. I'm not. Andre, I'm not even touching your hair. Andre, you need the police right now.
You need to let go right now.
You need those 911.
You need to let go.
911 back.
You need to let go right now.
Miss, like, go for it.
Not the fucking West African guy coming in hot, ready to help.
I love it.
I love him.
She's awful to him.
Oh, of course. I mean, he's a black man. You think she's gonna be nice to him?
So her hair, miss. Y'all see me. You know what's going on. This is retarded. Yeah, put me on the ground.
Oh,
put me on the ground.
No, not the R word.
Look at this fat lady. Look at this fat ass. She can't even look. You can't even see her stomach. It's horrible. Look at her outfit. Look at this fat ass.
Look at her outfit as she wears an Ed Hardy hat.
Embarrassed. You can't even see it because you're embarrassed. Shut the up.
Who is the lawn?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly ass fuck.
Girl, that's not just drunk. That's you're on pills or something as well.
Yeah, that is in.
And
that's
the flight hadn't even taken off yet. So you got faced at the airport.
Look at her. Oh, I can't.
Fucking dude who's never gonna lay it again. Okay, I'm sorry, black guy. My boyfriend's black, so shut the fuck up. My boyfriend's a black guy. My boyfriend's a black. My boyfriend's black. My boyfriend's a black guy. You're joking.
My boyfriend's a black guy? Girl, I don't know if you know what you're saying.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Ooh, yikes.
We're not doing all that. Shut the up. Shut the up. Shut the up. Shut the up. I can't breathe.
Oh my god.
Insane.
That is
disgusting.
It's just like
there's got to be. What are the there's got to be so many charges for that, especially with like the spit, like the bodily fluid aspect of that. Like what?
But it would be assault.
Yeah.
But then also like the FAA as well. That there's like that would you'd be fined a ton. She's on probably every no-fly list, not just for one airline. Assaulting another passenger on a plane is wild, and then also like disorderly conduct and being like that intoxicated too. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So here's another video taken from a different angle. Perfect. Leanna is so foul, it's hard to fathom. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Who is the lawn?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly ass dude who's never gonna lay it again.
Okay, so this one's from, it's like the two people that were sitting next to each other were filming that were like 2 rows back from her, I think, maybe.
There's one where I don't know if Kelly has it in here. She was oh yeah, we'll
She
get
was
to it. She's
strapped to a
taken
gurney and taken off. Yep.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the screen it says, to the woman who got her hair pulled, you are a much better person than me. I would have lost it and dropped to her level. You inspire me. And honestly, yeah, I mean,
You know what? Yes.
You've never got laid
yes.
in your life. Your boyfriend is like 2 inches big. It's embarrassing. I'm so sorry about your boyfriend. That's horrible. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. If you can talk, you can breathe.
Yeah, then like totally like switches it later, and it's like maybe if you didn't fold yourself into a fucking pretzel, like she was like
Sometimes
so
you
far
gotta,
back,
I
it's like
guess.
scorpion, like the scorpion doing it to herself. Like what are you doing?
Spitting is the worst form of disrespect. I would have added,
Amen.
been added to the no-fly list. The woman who was being attacked both physically and mentally, you showed grace under fire. Ooh, I like that response.
That is, yeah.
Southwest owes the assaulted passenger flights for life. Honestly, yes. That would be amazing.
Like for that composure, like literally just for her level of composure and not escalating the situation. And again, that's why you and Tony would be really good. I would need you to be like, okay, babe, I need you to sit down. I got this. I'm going to go over there and you just sit. And then I'd be like, okay. I'd let you go do your thing. Because then I would I would think that I was doing well, like trying to defend somebody who's getting attacked that horribly. And then it's like you're still escalating the situation. So it is a really good like example of just like even if you think you're doing well and sticking up for somebody who like clearly does not deserve to be treated that way, like the composure is more beneficial.
Could you imagine if I was the one who was getting my hair pulled and spit on?
Chelsea, don't eat. No, I would turn into a banshee.
No,
like,
girl, the fact is that she wouldn't have had to have that many people restrain her. With the pressure points that Tony knows, this would have been unconscious.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about Tony. I was like,
I would
go into the Hulk.
Somehow with like half of her, like Stitch when he puts Pleakley's head inside of his mouth at the restaurant.
Yeah.
That's you.
Yeah.
Right there. That's you. That's her.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, don't want to talk about it.
Oh my God, ma'am, your head looks engorged. No, she's just ugly. Such a good movie. Okay. Now let's play another one where it says, finally taking Leanna Perry off the flight after she was spitting, pulling hair, and fat shaming others. I need to know why all this happened. And obviously there's copyrighted music, but she looks
like getting rolled off in this.
She looks quite defeated. I mean, she is strapped down. She's still talking. She's she's like hyperventilating too. Yeah, her stomach's going like up and down real fast.
I thought somebody, like, I'm sure like it's just whatever, like somebody assumed, but I read that they like sedated her. But like really, how could you have done that without like, well, I guess EMS can do that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe that did happen. Because I was just thinking of the flight attendants who had her like, because they were zip tying her
No, yeah,
hands.
you can, with like Ativan or something. If you're being just psychotic like that, and especially in that small of a space, think about it. Like, what else are you going to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild.
With how fast her stomach was moving, I don't think she's sedated.
No, yeah.
I think she's just
like
tired.
once you said that, I noticed that. Yeah,
because she just fought.
Like,
because she just fought a fucking West African man. Well, no, I guess it would be East African. I'm not gonna assume his, nationality,
nationality,
ancestry.com. I don't know.
Every one of them on there deserves, I don't know, compensation of some form.
A Purple Heart.
Yeah, like you're automatically just getting into business class, like no matter what, and free champagne and mimosas for the entire flight.
I would love that.
Actually, maybe not with the.
Actually, I think that's how we got into the situation. My God. The comments are fire and calling Leanna out in every single way possible. And we love that for her. Found this gem, and honestly, with the way our government is going right now, it wouldn't surprise me, Chelsea, what's going on. And it said Trump's newest administrative member to be appointed.
Oh,
and then the comments are turned off. Oh, no.
Well, isn't this interesting? Oh, who's this? Let's see who this is. This is Leanna Perry. This is when Donald Trump was convicted of his 34 counts. And it says cosmetics worker Leanna Perry took time during her lunch break to watch the spectacle around Manhattan criminal court.
Okay. Now, before we get anyone mad, there's a difference between, being more right-leaning and then being a cult member. Okay? Calm down, Nancy. But yeah, that doesn't really surprise me because there are a lot of people who are that are so on that side. And I feel like whenever you see half of these types of people like screaming on the internet and like having a public freak out, have this ideology. It's pretty wild.
On the extremist side, yeah.
Yeah. That's a much more eloquent way to put it. Thanks, girl. So the fallout, doing what internet sleuths do, Leanna Perry was quickly identified, as were her employees. Turns out Leanna works for several massive companies in the beauty and fashion space.
The woman from the Southwest Airlines flight that was arrested for assaulting the woman next to her has now been identified, and she is a major fashion designer that works for some very large brands that you are going to be absolutely shocked about, because she very well may have just...
Okay, let's calm down with saying a major fashion designer. That's a bit of a stretch.
Who are you referring to? Betsy Johnson?
No, they're saying she is a major fashion designer.
Oh.
Who works with some big brands.
I'm like, Betsy was massive. Actually, she's kind of making her comeback, It's like
Betsy Johnson's huge. But
yeah, no, I know.
But Leanna Perry is not a massive fashion designer.
Yes.
absolutely ruin her career. If you didn't know, on Southwest Airlines, they do not have assigned seats, so it's basically like first come, first serve, survival of the fittest. And allegedly, Leanna Perry was mad that she was going to have to sit next to a plus-size person. The person being the woman that she attacked. It looks like there is some type of altercation with words that were exchanged, and then the woman grabs her phone, and that is when Leanna Perry goes and grabs the woman's hair and starts to assault her. Once they arrest Leanna Perry, they then allegedly take her to a local hospital, test her blood alcohol level, where she was very intoxicated, allegedly. Well, Leanna is a successful fashion designer and works for some very large brands that are not going to be happy about this exposure. Brands such as Maybelline, Adidas, MAC, Steve Madden, Hot Topic, and Shein.
Wow. I wonder if like any of I guess like what are those brands gonna say? Like that would just like bring like more negative attention. It's kind of like being like, someone that like in passing or like had like a business relationship with, like does something like up in their private life, and it's like I never like saw that side of them. So like what how would I have known?
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
then,
there's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there's like, so for instance, people, the complainers, as I like to call them, will say that about like me and Josh. They'll be like, well, he does all this and like you don't say anything about it. And it's like, I haven't talked to Josh in, I don't even know how long, a year maybe? No, probably like 6 months. He asked if I had like a link to something and I sent it over to him. And
yeah,
like you,
and it'll just be like that. Even when we were asking about Piper Raquel, like just those types of things, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, still, obviously, like you have no control over what someone's gonna say.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that's pretty unhinged, and it's like okay, if she worked on one, like I don't think she's like has ongoing collaborations with them. She probably worked on like a few projects here or there, and I mean, if she had these like crazy contracts, do you think, I mean, I don't want to be like, do you think she'd be flying Southwest? Because I don't care how much money I'm going to be making for the rest of my life. I will always fly Southwest. I love Southwest.
Yeah.
I fly Southwest all the time.
Well, maybe then she feels like that. I didn't know that about like the first come, first serve. That's wild.
Yeah, no, it's not assigned seating. So you can pay extra for like priority boarding. And then obviously there's like different levels to it. Like you can get like a 1 through 15, and that's your like position to board the plane. And then you just get to sit wherever you want.
Wow.
Yeah. I love it.
Where do you always choose?
Love Southwest for that. What?
Where do you always choose? Do you like the front, the middle, the back?
I would never go to the back. I would rather kill myself. But I mean, I prefer the front. I mean, I want to get on and off. I mean, when we fly Southwest, it's to like Fort Lauderdale or like Miami or Atlanta is the main one we'll do, or New York. But it's just a direct flight, super quick. And yeah, when I usually like the week before, I'll pay extra or like when I check in, if I'm still able to, I'll pay the extra to board early. Girl, I did that on our way to Atlanta. I was sitting at the
This
gate.
fascinates me.
Yeah, I was sitting at the gate
fascinates
and I
me.
was like, I wonder if there's going to be a full flight. And then I just did it. And then guess what? It wasn't a full flight.
No?
I had a whole row to myself.
I love that.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Okay, cool. Wow. All right. Well, yeah.
Pretty wild.
I have no words besides just disgust. Like you said, this is a beyond like someone being intoxicated and even being on like something else, like just like that way, like to treat another human being.
Girl, that's not, like I said, that's not just alcohol. That's not,
No.
that's
like just you're evil. Like you're just a horrible,
that's
horrible
like
person.
pills and or cocaine and alcohol. That's something else. To be like that. Well, and mental illness, obviously, but
oh my God. Yeah. Wow.
yeah. So here's some history of her past employment. Let's see what's going on.
Oh my God, this is the girl. This is a girl spitting on people and trying to take pictures of fat people on the plane she didn't want to sit next to. This is insane. She's an extremely talented artist from Maybelline, New York. I mean, she had freelance clients at Loft, and she was in charge of like their visual look across all of their print and digital assets. She has rave reviews of people who have worked with her. She was in the Mensa program. She worked with Betsy Johnson. Like, what?
Don't touch me.
Oh, just like to like add that at the end to be like, don't forget what she did. Yeah.
Let go.
A great career destroyed because you want to spit on people just because you think they're fat. Like, that's insane. I'm really not hoping this is the same girl.
Yeah, it
is.
truly is insane. I also think I love that man that was behind her. What?
I love him so much.
Oh my God, I have another update.
Oh.
Remember how I told you that I'm in love with proud trans med Charlie? The
Yes.
trans doctor?
Yeah.
I might have had 2 glasses of wine
Uh-huh.
and DM'd him. Tony was right there. It's fine. And when I ran up to Tony's to him playing video games, it's like he responded. And he's like, "This is going to be embarrassing for you tomorrow." I was like, "Yeah, but it's funny right now."
This is gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Sorry, detour. I know. So, Dr. Charlie Adams. Hey, babe. You know what? This is really embarrassing. Anyways, he called me sexy.
Okay, perfect. And did you feel better? Like, did you get it that next day?
Yes.
And were you like, oh?
So I had already fallen asleep. I saw it the next morning and I was like, Chelsea, why'd you do that? And I was like, Tony, why didn't you take my phone away? And he goes, no, you need to live with your actions. I was like, okay. But he said, that's a huge compliment because you're sexy as hell. And he said, I'm going to have to listen to this podcast. And in my brain, I was just like, please don't. Please don't, Charles.
Charles.
Anyways, let's continue. So sorry. Thought y'all should know how embarrassing I embarrassed myself. Anyways.
Babe, don't worry.
Yeah. So
I'm done drinking after this weekend as well.
Leanna doesn't appear to be like well known and like slightly well connected in the industry. So like we don't know who she is and y'all don't know who she is. But like industry wise, she seems to be standing on business. And it is clocking to her. You know? Sorry.
I just can't get enough of those clips. I stop for every one of them.
Someone made a remix. And Justin Bieber reshared it.
Did he?
I think he might have made it.
I am loving this era for him. When you look behind the scenes and you're just like, Justin, you know what?
Like,
touche.
Yeah, you're in on it too. But
you are in on it.
Then I think he gets like mad and like I think it comes in.
But I think he crashes. He goes back. And
forth. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
someone said, this is piping hot tea. So
Right.
Meredith, this person on TikTok, replied to the lady we just watched, the blue-haired lady,
The Mad Hatter.
the Mad Hatter News, the best news outlet out there. Go follow her, please. It's literally the first time we've ever seen her, but I like her. So this person, Meredith, said Leanna Perry has a long history of stalking, harassing, and viciously abusing other women and femmes in the art, music, fashion space in New York City. I know one of her victims personally. She has never suffered what's that word?
Substantive? Is she trying to say substantial?
Substantial, professional, or social consequences for her behavior, and has worked extensively with a number of major brands despite repeated allegations against her. And I'm glad that finally people can see what a sadistic lunatic she is, so she can finally fade into obscurity like she's always deserved. Oh my God.
Meredith is not around.
Well, neither is KT, who said, I went to high school with Leanna. She bullied my friend last yesterday. Wait, is that the day before yesterday? I think it's last year, maybe. Last year for never moving out of Missouri and owning a cake business. She's always been an awful person.
What the is wrong with this person? Like, for this to be repeated, like, behavior, and you're just gonna bully somebody from your high school for, like, having a career and still living, like, where you once were. Like, sit down.
Yeah.
Literally what you should have done. Just sit down and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, someone needs to, oh God, is it going to be us? Someone needs to humble her with her naughty knees.
My God, like, it's ridiculous.
Like, you're gonna be fatphobic and try to tear someone down for not having a body like you, or for just, being a bigger human in general, when you have the knobbiest knees I've ever seen in my life. You're talking about someone's body with those knees?
Yeah. I like this comment too. This is what happens when people don't get their ass beat the first time. And I'm sorry, but yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay,
for her
no,
to,
another
like,
person
deleted everything.
Katie Fowler said, I went to high school with her. She's a witch.
You know what? The word witch in this I'm loving, but also lunatic. Lunatic's not used enough,
Girl,
you know?
not
and you know what? Actually, no. Witch is offensive. That's offensive, actually, because I know some wonderful witches out there.
Yeah.
So lunatic.
Not just lunatic,
it.
though, girl. Sadistic lunatic.
Sadistic lunatic.
Or for people who can't read, statistic lunatic.
Also,
we then have some screenshots from her website or whatever. It talks about her print shop, and witnesses describe Perry as seeming possessed during the bizarre outburst. Yeah, I don't think it was just alcohol, girl. And so it appears that she's deleted her Instagram account, but we were able to find a few previews of past posts and her creating an illustrated chair for Betsy Johnson and a weird post titled, "Embarrassed for you, she can't give you what I can give you." That's weird.
Oh, okay, weird. These Reddit are,
and it was in 2025. Girl, what in the 2006?
Was she crashing out of her relationship?
Probably.
Did you see the photo of her in the glitter?
She's very 2006 is what she is.
I saw a photo of her
and her knees
on another. Her knees, yes, they're the highlight of the.
She said, "Chelsea, you want to talk about my knees? Look at them."
I'm sending this. That has to get put. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the comments is what we are wanting to look at here. Just, some anecdotal evidence. Yeah. So this person said, "I've been aware of her through the industry for some time, though I've never found her work particularly compelling. Regardless of whether this is the result of a personal crisis or not, her behavior reflects deeply ingrained fat phobia, racism, and an extremely disturbing level of aggression. I was really disturbed by the video."
Yeah.
I completely agree.
That actually encompassed like pretty much everything I think we were trying to articulate.
People who used to work with her are coming out too. And they said, "I used to work with her. She was super sweet and nice. This behavior is shocking." Let me guess, were you a generally slender person and white? maybe straight.
Great question.
Yeah. Another person said, I've never worked with her, but I've worked with a lot of people like her in the same field. And it's definitely a type. Perfectly good at faking a nice professional persona, but harboring a mean streak. A mile wide. More like a skid stain a mile wide. You were wondering if the brands are going to come through.
Yeah,
And someone said, I don't know her, but I saw a screenshot of a DM with the Betsy Johnson reps. Betsy reps stated that the brand does not tolerate this type of behavior and she's no longer associated with them, unsurprisingly. So the repercussions of one's actions. Past collaborations on Instagram had good things to say about her at the time of collaborating, calling her lovely. Girl really had a cool career going and flushed and ruined it, blah, blah, blah. She also took down all of her social media and her website. Yikes. So now there's more allegations. Do you want to read that one, I guess? I think it's just like the comments or the caption, I guess. And then there's comments.
Okay, it says, posting temporarily while the name is still trending. Leanna Perry, aka the girl who was just arrested for attacking a woman on an airplane, has been abusing, stalking, and threatening femmes. And
harassed me and threatened me multiple times. I spoke, after I simply spoke to her ex at a bar. I posted about it and was reached out by countless people who were too scared to come forward. She targets anyone that makes her feel insecure and will repeatedly report femme artists, models, and sex workers' Instagrams until they're permanently taken down. This has destroyed so many careers and lives. She's attempted to do this to me, but messed up my music career. But joke's on you, sweetie. I don't really have one.
Oh, no. I love it.
Oh, my God. It's like you when you were like, oh, I have a career.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot. I was personally victimized.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who were coming forward. And so this one says, Bitch Fist NYC said, I was personally victimized by Leanna in 2019. And when I tried to warn people, no one would listen. This video is honestly so unsettling, and I'm glad I walked away and blocked. I was not about to break a nail over this chick. And people are like, please tell us more. People are wondering about her upbringing. She also said that she hated anyone who's been to jail because she said good people don't go to jail. Perfect.
As she was getting
as she is there now.
Oh no.
Yeah. This person says the original poster said, I'm low key glad she let her inner thoughts slip into the world. It's like unmasking a Scooby-Doo monster. I am just sad for the person she attacked. Even the way she verbally attacked her sounds like she was typing. The way it was being delivered was so fast and monotone. Except this isn't Tumblr. This is the real world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another one. She harassed me and my boyfriend for no reason other than just being mad we were posting together. We don't know her at all.
What the
The original commenter's like, what?
Another one, I had internet beef with her in 2018 because I called her out for tattooing and then it's cut off.
Cut off. Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
She was my high school bully. Karma's a bitch. Lord.
Oh, so she's been charged, arraigned, and pled not guilty to the following: 1 count of obstruction of government administration in the 2nd degree, 2 counts of resisting arrest, 3 counts of assault to the 3rd degree with intent to cause physical injury, 6 counts of disorderly conduct / violent behavior, and 7 counts of harassment to the 2nd degree with physical content.
I love that.
Contact.
We can't
Come
read.
on, Sherilyn.
That's amazing.
Wow. So what are we looking at here? Like, what do we think? Like, what's going to happen next?
You know, prison.
Yeah?
And then everyone points at her knees and laughs at them because she was making fun of, because this all stems from her not wanting to sit next to someone who she deems as not having a appropriate body type.
Yeah.
Well, we don't like your knees, girl. What do you got to say about that?
Yeah.
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 Do you
and then also, like, what's going to happen for her to be on a no-fly list? Like, literally, like,
she can't fly ever.
never
Girl, if you do that, you can't fly ever again.
Ever again in her
No.
whole life? So she would just have to, like, take a boat and stuff?
Take a boat? She'd have to drive.
Oh, right.
But also,
Well, what if she...
like overseas, most people just wouldn't go.
And for what? For what, Leanna? That's actually crazy. It is, like, you know, to sit with and process, like, people are saying in the comments, you know, your whole career, and not just that, like the consequences of something. Like, what were you fucking thinking?
It's like the people at the gate. Like, have you seen the ones where like their flights are delayed and they start like throwing like the metal like line divider things and like start just like at it's fucking wild, and they start like a miniature riot at the gate, and it's like I understand. I cried when I had the whole debacle going to London, and Tony was like, I'm about to cancel this trip, and I was like, oh my god, what? I've been working so hard for this. Yeah, and then
yeah, no. And it can be a stressful time for people in general, right? Like, I get that, you know, a lot of people, like, they will take medication and have, like, you know, like a glass of champagne or something to, like, calm their nerves. For me, like, that would be a fucking disaster. It's, like, one or the other. You're either going to have, like, a little bit of an Ativan and go to bed, or you're going to have a glass of wine.
Girl,
and then just,
the plane hadn't even taken off yet.
Yeah, like, that's beyond, like, just having, like, flight anxiety. And in that sense, like, maybe get a comfort labubu to be able to I'm kidding. My girl Caitlin Bristow, she travels with her dog because, you know, that's her comfort. Well, like, she has like a service dog, right? Like, there's ways to, like, if it's that bad that you're going to be that disruptive and literally a sadistic lunatic to somebody else,
girl, I don't think
it's probably for the best.
I don't think it's anxiety. I think it's
okay.
Her being
I'm just trying to think of ways, because, you know, like, we could be. I get a little bit irritable at the airport because I get like really nervous. So it's like until I get into my seat, so I'm like, I have to do all of my stops, and, you know, like, at that point I could be like a little bit like testy, and then once I sit down, I'm like, oh, okay, like,
I have a great time.
This point,
I love it. I'm just going with the flow. Meanwhile, Tony's like not stressing out, just like he's not okay till he gets on the plane, and I'm just like, don't talk to me. And then I'm not okay on the plane because every time I'm trying to watch my goddamn movie that I had been waiting to watch, and it hadn't come out on our thingy. It was Heretic, the A24 movie. Mm-hmm. So fucking good if y'all have not watched it. Hugh Grant is so good in that role. Like, and the girls are amazing in it too. It was so good. And Nosferatu. I'd been waiting to watch those two movies, and I was like, I know these motherfuckers are going to be on Virgin Airlines. I know it. I was all tucked. Literally had the hot flight attendant with with this dainty tattoos, and I was just like, I see you. And she was like, she goes, that's a dead giveaway. I see you too. Being like, Gaydar, well, Bidar, I got you. And I was just like, hey, want to just like tuck me in a little bit? And she started laughing. She was like a little burrito? And I was like, yeah, thanks. And I was so happy. I was just living the dream. And every time I'd get back into it and get comfortable again, I would feel him looking at me to ask me a question. And he's like, hey, motherfucker, do you think I am like an expert on the flight from from London to Tampa, or on nonstop overseas flights? No, I'm not. It's my first time too. I'm brand new to this too. I'm going to just Google the answer. How about let's skip this step and you Google it. I will kill him for legal purposes. That is a joke. And he just kept doing it.
To zone out.
Girl, no, he kept doing it because he thought it was funny. No, and he was like, he's like, I thought you wanted to sit next to me because you like missed me so much on the flight over. And I was like, Tony, I slept the whole time.
Yeah.
And I had a tummy ache. And then the man sitting next to me, James, if you will, the head of communications at MasterCard.
Right.
I forgot to email him back. Oh no. He's so sweet. He made me spend like $800 getting tickets to the fucking Kit Kat Club, because he was like, you have to go see Billy Porter. I've already seen him 6 times. And I'm like, right. You sold me.
Yeah. Yeah, he did tell you that.
And then I had a tummy ache and I threw up.
Oh, babe.
I throwed up. Anyways.
Yeah.
So this is nice. We have a important public service announcement.
Oh, okay.
For that Kelly included, where this person is giving tips on how to protect yourself if, I'm really hoping this is a troll, of like, you could throw them out of the plane. I don't think it is, though. I think it's real. But how you can protect yourself from someone like Leanna Perry.
Okay.
Tip 1, don't fly Southwest. 42 likes. How'd she find this?
Okay, so I saw this video. This woman is hurting this woman on the plane, but I can tell that nobody really knows what to do around her. So I'm going to give you 3 tips that help. My name's May. I'm mostly a political activist, but I also work with behavioral students. So I have been trained and have also had things like this happen to me or to happen to people around me. So let's talk about it. So first of all, don't be scared. They grab your hair, you're going to know what to do. We're going to do hair pulling, biting, spitting. This is what I do. So she grabs the hair from the side. She's pulling it like this. People around her are trying to like hold her hand to get her to stop. That's not going to do jack schnight. So she keeps pulling. What you're going to do, instead of letting her pull away, it's kind of counterintuitive, but you're actually going to push in, push that hand in, push down on those top knuckles, and then push down to release. So I'm going to do it one more time. Somebody grabs your hair from the front. You can try it on yourself. They're about this far away, right?
Okay.
You're going to actually push in. Push in with the top knuckles. So I'm pushing in, and then I'm pushing down.
Oh, the knuckles. Yeah, because they collapse.
Yeah, it flattens it.
They all just let her spit on this woman. Do not put your hand in front of her mouth and you wipe, okay? The next thing that you're going to do, let's say your hand gets too close, they bite. Your instinct is going to be to pull away. You're not going to want to do that because that hurts more. So if like somebody's biting you and you pull, it like pinches and it hurts more, right? They're able to get like deeper into that bite. You don't want that. What you want to do is if they're biting, you're going to do something called beat the bite. You're going to push back into it. So let's say
I knew that one.
Spitting, you get too close, because that does happen. What's going to happen is you're going to, instead of going down, you're going to push in. It's going to make their jaw loosen. They're going to have a shock because they didn't know that was going to come. It happens to everybody, and then they're going to let go. So,
and Tony taught me this too. Wherever the head goes, the body goes. So if you are like if you're going to like go for the head, not to, quote Thanos and Thor, but like if you're pushing, like see, my body just went that way, right? So push the head or, whatever. And with the, like, if you like go into them, and then also if you take, hold on, ladies and thems, if you take right here, you have all of this force here. And if you go up on the, like on the nose right here, you can break someone's nose. That one. Yeah. And also pressing down right in between. So there's like my clavicle is, or my traps are crazy, but there we go. Okay. But right here not under the clavicle, but there's like slightly a soft spot. If you dig into there, like hard, like that's a good pressure point. And then also right here where the jaw.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So so Tony says use your thumb.
Oh yeah.
Because it's, like your other fingers will like bend and your thumb ain't really bending. So, and then also you have the full force of, that. So he said, do this and like jab their head somewhere. And then their body's going to go that way.
Okay.
Yeah. This has been Safety Tips with the Suarezes. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, this was great. Thank you for that. And thank you, Just Say May.
Yeah, we appreciate it,
Those
girlfriend.
were great tips. No, that was actually
poor woman. I'm sure she gets beat the f up by her students, is what it sounds like.
She's like, listen. Yeah, she's like, listen. It happens every time.
Yeah, that's
love her.
Crazy.
I appreciate that.
So that was insane. And I have to go relieve my nanny,
and hashtag cancel Leanna Perry. So that's wild.
Yes, please cancel Leanna Perry. Well, I had a great time, and I love you so much.
I love you so much. We love you so much. We'll see you in the next episode. I just got like 2 texts from Kaya to send some more stuff for licensed, so I'm gonna go do that.
You better, because I've been telling people it's coming out today.
Listen.
We gotta
try producing a podcast for one day, okay?
No, don't do that. Okay, stay delusional. We love you. Goodbye.
Love you too. Bye.
No, you say stay feral. Oh my God. Goodbye.